Yeah, and I'm gonna say something that's my guesstimation, and I don't have any evidence to support this, so I probably shouldn't say it at all, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Um, I think we're right back to where we were at Paula. I don't think he's really hurt to the point where if he was leading the points, you can bet your ass he'd be at Unadilla. That's my opinion. I don't think it's something where, you know, is his shoulder sore or something? Fine, that's fine. But like, guys are sore all the time. Like that's nothing new for going racing. But I just think he's really frustrated with another random incident happening. There was debris in the rear wheel that kind of disrupted his ability to slow down, and it's just these random events where I think he's 1 foot out the door. We know he's going to Monster Energy Kawasaki, and anything that goes wrong, I think he just gets so frustrated with it that he's just like, I don't have to be here anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. And so he'll come back and he'll race. You know, supposedly he's going to race the playoffs, and supposedly he's going to race Motocross of Nations. And I hope both of those things happen. I mean, I've heard rumors that he's done. I have heard that. Now, whether that's true or not, who am I to say? But I have heard that he's done for the year until he gets on a Kawasaki. Now we'll see. I'm not here to rumor monger. I'm just telling you what the rumors out there floating around are. But I think those are things said with emotion at the height of emotion. Like you go home, you calm down. They basically explain what happened. Debris got in the rear wheel. Like, listen, man, you won the first moto. You look fantastic. You were riding incredibly well the second moto until that happened. All is not lost here. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater on the playoffs and Motocross of Nations because you're really frustrated with how things are going. Like, it's going to be over soon. You got 4 races left, essentially, now that you've decided to do the playoffs on the KTM. It's fine. If you think that the KTM is so bad that you can't do it, I got news for you. It's not. Like, it's just not that bad. Ask anybody. There are things about any motorcycle they don't like. Just like he didn't like things that the Honda did. He doesn't like things that KTM does. Guess what? He's not going to like things that the Cowie does too. Like, that is a story as old as time. So if he thinks that, being done for the year is going to, and then jumping on the Cowie is going to magically solve all of his problems, it's foolish thinking. And I, if he heard me say that, he'd probably tell me to go F myself. But like, that's just from being around this my whole life. Like, I've watched the best in the world go through these same emotions and same things and switch teams and think their bike's terrible. And then they get on a new bike. And for the first 2 weeks, everything's great. The bike's amazing. It can't do anything wrong. And then they race it 3 or 4 times and they come in screaming and yelling about the bike's terrible. Like, that's just how it goes. It goes that way for everybody all the time. It's not a new dynamic, and it will continue to be true. So I hope, and if I was in his ear or if I was someone he trusted, I would just say, hey, calm down, take the weekend off, just get away from it, let the emotion come down, and then let's get back to work next week. And we'll show up at Charlotte for SMX and go do this thing. But if you think that this was a KTM failure or incompetency with debris getting in the rear wheel, like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, that could happen to anybody. So anyway, I hope that Chase is totally 100% fine. I don't think he's seriously injured. Just to end with this point I started on, I think this was an emotional reaction that he's just like, you know what, motocross is done anyway. I'm out of the championship. Well, let's start over in North Carolina.